I don't know if I ever told you guys this one, but I saw something at night when I was barely in our new house.
I was home alone.
Ooh, that's already scary right there. And then the lady finished confession. She was like, "Thank you. I'm so glad you did this for me. I could finally rest." He was like, "What do you mean rest?"
And I remember looking in that same direction, and it was like a full this black figure. I was like, "I'm dead." I just started crying.
Yeah.
This is my death. Welcome back to another episode, a special episode, the Campfire episode with the Kickback crew.
Yo, what
Angel,
up?
Efrain. George couldn't make it.
George couldn't make it. He's going to Mexico, guys.
Yeah, so we'll miss him, but we'll see you next time, hopefully. Where are we going? In a month?
Queen Mary.
Queen Mary, maybe. We might. Hospital, maybe.
Right,
Yeah.
Georgia?
You guys got tickets? We're down. Let's
Fuck
go.
it. Maybe.
Having
This year is going to be our year.
S'mores. It's your year.
All year. All of our
All
year.
year.
It's all going to be
Yeah,
popping.
bro.
This is our
So,
easier.
Let's get it. Let's start with you.
A scary story?
So scary stories, just ghost stories.
All right, we'll start. Well, this is actually one of the weirdest things that happened to me. And it actually shows like everybody out in the audience, like, you know, when you're an influencer, it's not always like, you know, a good thing, you know. Sometimes you get some weirdos and creepy people.
Yeah.
And like for the first time, I felt like a girl. I know how
Shit was
I felt
so
harassed.
Yeah.
creepy, bro. I was low-key scared. I was like, bro, we got to lock our doors now.
Oh,
Like, we literally got to watch our backs.
Yeah,
Because I don't
so-
know where the fuck this guy's at.
So I did a video talking about a nightmare that my dad had about what's it called, going into the pyramids and like getting lost in the pyramids and all that shit. It was a crazy story. And we did that video and I posted it on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then the video did really good. It blew up and everything. And then I went to bed that same night. And I stay up really late.
Yeah.
So I stayed up till like 3 a.m. And then I see that I got a notification on TikTok, like someone stitched myself. I love to see like the videos they stitch, you know?
Yeah.
And I check it and it was this weird ass dude, like basically trying to like eat my soul or something. He was on TikTok. He was like, "You with the scrawny arms, I'll break you like a twig." And I was just like, "Damn."
He's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, like he was
Shit I'll
moaning.
do to you.
Yeah,
I'll
he
break
started
you and
moaning
eat
my
you. I
name. He
was
was like,
whoa.
"Oh my God, Angel, the things I would do to you." And then like the caption was like, "Sell me your soul" or something like that. And I was just like, "What the fuck?" I watched that shit at night, so I got scared.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck? This fool's weird." And I started seeing what the fuck he does, and I guess he does that to everybody.
Oh,
Like, he's just
okay.
like some demonic shit or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
and Angel showed me and he was like, "What do you think about this?" And I was like, well, I'm pretty scared too. This is kind of weird.
Shit was weird. I was like, dude, that was weird.
Yeah.
That was like some weird shit.
What do you call that? Is that like
A seance or something? I don't even know.
is that like internet assault? I don't know. What is that called?
Cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying?
Maybe?
Is that cyberbullying?
cyber demonic or something?
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
not
block him at
bullying.
least?
Nah, I just let it be. I was like,
Oh,
it's
wow.
We
not-
didn't want like touch on it, bro. Like, cause if we like probably did something, he was probably gonna get mad and like find us and try to like kill us. I was like, nah,
Nah,
I'm not
man.
trying to end up on
And,
a
like,
Netflix.
He was in his car
documentary.
like sweating, like he was sweating like
Yeah.
out of anger. I
What's
was like,
funny is that
You got the video?
I think maybe.
Let me see that shit.
Let me see if I have
Yeah,
it.
it's
you
gonna
don't
be
think
deep
he-
down there, bro.
It sounds like it's a sexual thing for him, though.
Yeah,
Nah,
I don't
bro,
think I
it
have
was weird
low-key.
'cause, like,
He was sweating. It sounds like he just got done beating his meat, bro.
yeah,
Probably, bro.
probably, bro.
Probably not gonna.
'Cause
Bro,
he was.
I was looking because I went on like the Kickback account again and I was checking it and I saw his fucking account. Everything's so normal, bro.
Yeah.
He talks so normal on the day, but it was like nighttime. I think he was on demon time, like low key.
Yeah, it was weird, bro. That's like
That was his
like,
only
bro.
video of him doing that shit. Like
He turns
like,
into somebody else.
probably. At night he turns into somebody else. He gets possessed and shit.
But yeah, that day I was like, dude, I gotta be careful.
You didn't want to go outside?
I mean, I didn't want to do anything anymore. I was like, I gotta chill. Like, I gotta be careful what
No
I
more
say on
posting
the
on
media.
TikTok?
That's why I
Yeah.
stopped posting for like a month. On
Damn. Okay. Do you guys ever have like your family members having other like dreams of you?
Dreams of me?
Yeah.
Nah, not exactly. No.
Because my sister used to have dreams of me like murdering our family.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, because she used to live like with us, right? At
Uh-huh.
home.
She don't live with you guys no more?
Nah, she lives,
it's probably a good thing, brother. It's probably a good thing.
She probably didn't for a reason.
But she left.
she
She went off to college.
Yeah.
No, but when she used to live there, she used to wake up, come to my room and be like, Marlo, I had a bad dream. And I was like, okay, like what happened? She's like, I had a dream that you were trying to murder all of us and I had to run away and it made me really sad. And I was just like, what?
Sounds so depressing.
Yeah, no, she can't, like she was like having like I don't know what you would call it, like an episode or something.
Yeah.
She was traumatized, put it like
That's
that.
sad. Low-key, it is sad.
Yeah, and I was just thinking like, why would she have a dream like that? You know?
Or do you hit her?
No.
Whoa. That's super kick, bro. The way you told her. You remember what you said?
That's what your music was.
CTE, bro.
She was thinking about
trauma.
that.
That's what she got.
No, but that shit was like, I don't know, 15 years ago. That was a long time ago.
Ah, okay. Has she had like any dreams of that again?
No, she had those. She had dreams like that for a while.
She's younger than you?
Yeah, she's 5 years younger than me.
She was like, "Are you gonna kill us, Marlo?"
Yeah, like
That
she,
is so sad,
because this was
bro.
years ago.
Imagine when you were mad, you're probably like, probably. She was like, what? I'm
Nah,
crazy.
I just remember kind of saying like, well, that's crazy. Like, you know, I wouldn't do that. You know,
Yeah.
Like, just try to. Yeah, that's that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I had dreams about death. Like seeing like you ever seen like Family Guy? The character Death?
Yeah.
With the hoodie and all that?
Yeah.
I used to have
With the
dreams
scythe.
about him.
Really?
Yeah, I used to have dreams that he used to
The
try
Grim
to,
Reaper, right?
Yeah, there we go. That's his name.
Santa Muerte.
Yeah, I used to have dreams of him like chasing me down
Yeah.
and like holding me down. And then like another of him would come to like the corner and try to take my friends away and my family away. Like try to kill him, and I would try to save him, but he would hold me back.
Yeah.
Like I had a nightmare one time. One of my friends, he grabbed her leg and started pulling her down to the pool and started drowning her. And I tried to run to like pull her out, and this fool was just holding me back, and I couldn't get out, and he was just holding me.
Yeah.
And it was like really creepy because I would scream and she would scream, and then all of a sudden like it would just go silent, and you can just like I could see his bones like holding onto my chest, and shit couldn't let me go.
Well, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, that was scary.
That's trippy.
When do you wake up?
Huh?
Is that when you wake up?
You know, like I wake up, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm glad this is a dream, but
Yeah.
like that shit's scary.
Because I'll have dreams of me like going off of a cliff,
Oh,
and then I wake up and like sweats,
yeah.
like just sweating, dripping.
Those dreams that got you sweating. Those are like the worst dreams for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever
What's
woke up
the
like
scariest dream you guys have ever had?
I was looking to ask you guys that question.
I think
Like
for
a-
me that was probably like one of my scariest ones.
Lucky,
Yeah.
there's a difference between bad dream and a nightmare. Like a nightmare feels like you're like
They
alive.
feel realistic, right?
Yeah, they feel more
Yeah,
realistic.
like,
A bad
they feel-
dream is just like, oh, like there's an apocalypse going on and shit like that. But like
Yeah.
a nightmare is like you're living that shit.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. I think one of them was I was in a library and I remember like just chilling in there, and I would see these like photos of like people, and they would just start looking at me and start talking to me, like saying shit. And it was so real, bro. It felt so real to me. And I was trying to like get out, and they're like still like just look at me, and their eyes were just so like, it was like weird looking eyes, you know?
Yeah.
Like those eyes are like make you want like cringe and stuff like that. They're looking at you.
Like cat eyes.
Like, you know The Grudge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember how like her eyes like wide and stuff like that? It was exactly like that. And that shit, it's like sent chills. Like I woke up fucking crying for sure. Cause that shit was,
when you wake up crying, you know it was a nightmare. You're like,
I've never
crazy.
done that.
You never
No way.
woke up crying?
Nah.
Nah, that's
what
crazy,
you guys
bro.
ever nightmares?
Nightmare?
I wouldn't say this is a scary dream, but like one time, like I dreamt that like I was a spirit.
Mm.
I told them, and they kind of laughed at me. Like,
I think we said it on the last episode.
Yeah?
I think we did.
Where
Yeah.
like I was talking about what's this shit called?
the
fucking
sleep paralysis.
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I was telling this for he's like, oh bro, I've gotten that shit too. And then he told me like that shit. Like, and I was like, nah, that's not it. Though.
But the funny thing is, I did end up having sleep paralysis one time. Like this happened, like I think like sometime last year.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That shit's
Before or
no
after,
joke.
after the episode? The last with them?
Before
Before? Oh,
Yeah.
What was it like? What did you see when you were in sleep paralysis?
I just felt stuck, bro. Like,
Yeah?
it was just total darkness, and I just felt stuck, bro. And like the way that like, I don't know if like this helped me get out of it, but like I was just trying to like yell like at the top of my lungs, like
yeah.
until like I just couldn't, and then I just woke up.
Yeah. What I saw when I first got like sleep paralysis was like a white face, and the eyes, like his eyes were all like black, like pitch black, like dark, and his mouth was open so wide, bro. Like it was weird. And like once I saw that image in my head, like I got stuck, and I was sleeping sideways, and I couldn't move, and I couldn't say anything. And Angel, we sleep in bunk beds, so I was trying to get his like attention, so I started breathing like really, really loud, and he didn't wake up.
Yeah,
He didn't save
I
you.
was awake, but I had my AirPods in, so I didn't like feel it or anything.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, like I just hear him go like, Angel, you know, I had a sleep paralysis. I was like, oh fuck, this is serious.
I already told us about that.
Yeah,
that was
it
crazy,
was it was
bro.
funny, man.
I used to have the same nightmare where I used to live at a mobile home park, and I had bunk beds too,
Yeah.
and I'd be on top, and then I'd have the same nightmare where I would see someone in my closet
Ooh.
poking out their head and shit.
Oh,
And then I
hell
would see them
nah.
get out, and I would just go under the covers. And I just have that old like night after night after night.
Yeah. That's crazy. You know, that's crazy. That's one of the scary stories I was gonna tell.
Really?
Back in 2012, we used to live in San Bernardino
Yeah.
by the inland mall over there, around that area.
Okay.
And my mom used to have, like, she always like see things around the house. The house was haunted. We used to live in. It really was. And there was this one night where she was she laid down, right, and it was late. She was laying down, and my mom was already upset. She was upset the whole day.
Yeah.
So she heard like me and my little brother giggling in the closet. And it was one of those like walk-in closet you can close. And she heard us giggling there, like playing. And she got mad. She's like, "What are you guys doing up this late in my closet? You guys got to go to bed and all this," like in Spanish.
Yeah.
So she opens the closet and there's nobody in there. Like nobody was giggling. And she walked into our room. We were dead asleep. And she was freaking out. She was like, "What the fuck? Who was like, who's giggling and like laughing in my closet?" And then later that night, she went to bed with my dad. And they felt like an earthquake. And they got up. They're like, "Oh, was that an earthquake?" But then like nothing else was shaking, like the chandelier, nothing else.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they felt like somebody lifted up their bed, like pulled it back and then pushed it into the wall. And they like went flying into the backboard of the wall of the bed. And then they got up scared and they like ran out the room. And like it was creepy, bro. And to that day, like to this day, they'll be like, that's the worst shit they ever felt. Like they felt like that for like whatever, ghost or whatever, that shit lifted up the bed heavy. Like
It was a strong ghost.
it was a strong, like the bed was fucking heavy
Strong
as
ghost.
fuck. It takes like 3 people to lift it up.
Yeah.
This fool lift that shit up
With people
and then-
on it.
Yeah, with people on it.
Exactly.
And
Strong
lift it up and
motherfucker,
shoved
boy.
them in, and that shit was scary.
I think I told mom I told mom and dad, I was like, "What did you see?" And they didn't want to tell me. Because my dad
Do you
said that
think-
he saw her.
Do you think that shit just happens to like only like certain people?
Yeah, I think it happens to certain people.
Because at that time, my parents were battling for like, my mom was battling like alcohol.
Yeah.
And my pops, they were like he was pissed off. He didn't want her like drink no more.
Yeah.
So they were like
It was a
about
tough
to have
situation.
a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they recently like went to a church, but they left the church because my mom was feeling uncomfortable because she manifested that when she went, so she didn't want to go. So throughout the whole like span of years, I would say it was like 4 or 5 years,
yeah,
where they like weren't going to church.
Yeah.
They were just like
experiencing shit
like haunted,
left
especially
and
my
right.
mom, because my mom was like feeling like the most of all that.
Yeah.
So throughout that whole like period of time, like I remember like them always telling us stories, and they didn't want to tell me because I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to tell me what was going on. But now that I'm growing up, they would tell me like, oh, like they were like haunted all the time.
Yeah.
Like my mom would like see shit when they would get in fights. They'll like run out. She would run outside, and my dad would try to chase her down. And when she was talking to my dad, there was like a shed outside where there was like light, and on top of the shed, she would see like a dark figure. And she said that this dark figure would always follow her, even when she was like when she went to that first church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the chills right now, bro.
Yeah, it's true, dude.
Like literally, when she went to church, she heard the dark figure running on top of the roof. Like it couldn't get in because it's a church, But like she manifested that day, and she doesn't remember a lot about that day, but my dad does. And till that day, like that happened, and my mom will always see like our old dog in the backyard. It will start barking at like nothing. Like it'll look at a wall and just start barking.
Yeah. So is a
And-
dog.
Yeah,
It was just constant things. Huh?
yeah. I think the most scariest story she told us from that like little like time period that happened
Scarier
to
than
us-
that?
Scarier than that.
Oh,
Like this to this day, like I get chills from it.
Yeah.
So the house that we used to live in, we gave it to our grandparents. They live there now.
Yeah.
So once in a while we go visit there.
What a
sacrificed
present.
him.
What a fucking present.
So once in a while we go visit them, and there's a house, and then there's like a little house like this, but inside of it's like a water heater or something in there. So I remember one time we visited our grandparents, and no, we didn't visit. No, we were living there actually. We weren't
Yeah.
visiting. So one time we were there and we were leaving the house. We were gonna go somewhere, and my mom said that she saw the dark figure like on the roof, just like leaning like this and just staring at her
fuck?
down like the whole time. Like whatever she was walking. Oh, you got it? Yeah. So wherever she was walking, the thing was just looking at her the whole time. Just looking at her. And then we got in the car and we were driving away, and she would look like in the window of the car to see if he was still like watching her as we were driving away. And I was like, fuck, that shit's scary. And then when she came back, that thing was gone. And then I was like, fuck, that to me was creepy.
But this is all at the old house.
Yeah, this is all at the old house. The
But
house
my-
we're in now is blessed.
My mom would like, yeah, hell yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but you said that shit was going on while they weren't going to church, right?
Yeah, so they're
Damn.
like struggling with that.
Yeah.
And I remember another story because my mom, I feel so bad for my mom. Thank
Yeah.
God, like she hasn't been experiencing that anymore.
Yeah.
But back then, I remember she told me another story. It was similar to that one. Remember the one she said she always see like a sad guy,
Where?
a sad. So there's
yeah, by the bus stop, huh?
So she would drive to this like to pick us up. She would drive this this street all the time, and all the time she'll always see this guy sitting down really sad, and she never told us because she didn't want to. So she always kept it to herself when she would see this guy, and I remember she told me one night or one time when she was picking us up, she got like really mad. She was pissed off. So everything that she was seeing, she was like, fuck this, fuck all that, you know. She was like pissed off. So she was like angry at seeing these things.
Yeah.
That one time she saw it and it was sad. Like again, it was just sad. And she knows it was a ghost because it was like she saw somebody sit on it and it was transparent. Like she saw somebody sit on it and like it was still there. So this one time she was pissed off and she was driving and she was like, man, fuck this guy and fuck this ghost. And then she would look in the mirror and she said this is the scariest thing ever. She said he never picked up his face ever. He always had his head down. And when she said, fuck this guy, and like she said, fuck this ghost, she looked in the mirror and she looked at him.
At his face?
And
yeah.
he looked up at her. With like,
Yeah.
and she said that his face
I got goosebumps.
was so like,
Having the headphones in gave me a lot of chills, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I got a bunch of goosebumps. Like,
she
my
said that
bad,
his face
dude.
was so emotionless, but that she got so scared that she started praying to God. She was like, I'm so sorry. Like she was mad. Like she completely changed her mood after that.
Damn.
well, see, I don't know if you guys have heard, but like they said, if you go to sleep in church, like you'll see the devil.
Oh, I never fall
Yeah, I
asleep.
never
I don't know
fall
about
asleep.
that. That's
It-
crazy.
And I don't know if it's like something that your mom tells you so you don't fall asleep at church.
Yeah, I
but
think
like
it's so, most
I had
of it.
one of my cousins like fall asleep,
Yeah.
and he said he saw the devil.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Nah, bro.
That's when he told me. I was like, bro, I'm never falling asleep.
Shit,
And
I'm
sometimes
wide
you
awake.
kind of just like, and I'm like, nope. Not seeing that
I ain't
motherfucker
seen
today.
nobody today.
Nah,
That's
hell no.
creepy.
I be seeing little kids like literally laying down on the benches. I'm like, oh, they're taking a nap.
Yeah, right?
Hopefully they're okay when they wake up.
They
Cause
start floating. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'll be crazy.
But what do you guys think about mediums, like paranormal mediums? Yes, no, are they legit? Is it
I
like
think-
an act?
I think it's legit.
Okay.
One thing I always say to myself and I tell everybody is like, if you believe in the devil, you believe in ghosts, then anything is true,
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or
I
if you believe in God, you believe in the devil.
God, you have to believe in the devil
Yeah.
too, you know?
Yeah.
So shit like that, anything like paranormal like that is scary.
I think the thing that makes me believe the most in ghosts is more so that like I feel like this can't be the end. Like when we die, I think something happens.
Yeah.
I just think none of us obviously know what, but I think something must happen. You know what I mean?
afterlife. Like, there's
Yeah,
a
some sort of afterlife.
What if it's like the off possibility that like aliens are playing a prank on us?
Possibly, man.
Man, motherfuckers got us all the time, man.
I told my pops that I was like, well, are aliens Christian too? Like, is there like Christian aliens and stuff like that? And he was like, my dad's like pretty good at church. Like he's like
Yeah.
a good like servant to
wise.
God and all that. And he's
Yeah.
pretty like into it. And he was like, mijo, aliens are just demons.
Damn.
Damn.
He said aliens are just demons. Like
Yeah.
Have you
God
guys,
created this world and there's no other being but us. He created man and woman.
Okay.
He said,
you guys
the
you guys
aliens
ever
are
watch
demons.
South Park?
South Park?
Yeah.
No,
Nah.
not a lot, but I'm familiar with the show.
Oh, it's because they have this one episode where like the kids, they discover like these aliens and like they have like this whole like network of things where like Earth is like it's like a channel,
Hmm.
like and people watch like the
Oh.
aliens watch
I seen that.
watch
Oh,
like
yeah,
Earth,
okay.
Yeah.
and that's why like I think of shit like that.
Like
'Cause,
they're
like-
watching us.
Because there's a lot of conspiracies like with South Park and like because like the two creators, they do a lot of drugs when they do
They're tripped out.
when they do
Shrooms?
that.
Yeah.
They do like LSD, ayahuasca, all that shit
Oh,
like,
hell
when,
yeah.
when they do the episodes, and like that's what like got me thinking like
Yeah.
they know some shit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
It's a
I heard,
possibility.
I heard that like once you like, especially like when you tripped out, you're like in a different universe.
Yeah. New dimension.
New
I've heard
dimension.
you see things that like aren't there.
Yeah,
Like things
I
that you
feel
and me
like-
won't see till like without drugs, you start seeing like other colors, other shapes, like figures.
I feel like you're more woke.
Yeah.
You get me?
There's a way to trip out without drugs. It's like you guys watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like the water submerging thing?
Yeah.
If they get
Yeah.
you like in a, I forget what it's called. Like it's like a little like,
It's like a little tank, no?
yeah, like a sauna tank type of thing.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
closes up like a
yeah,
coffin, right?
yeah, and they cover your eyes,
Uh-huh.
and like you start hallucinating like that.
I feel like I've seen that, bro. I've seen that like in a video where they're like inside this little white coffin. And
Would
they
you guys
close it
ever
up.
be down to like go out and explore on drugs?
Nah, bro. We're gonna be lost.
No, I'm a trip. It's like too bad, bro. I'm not.
That'd be crazy. That'd be.
But
I want to get a hippie on our podcast. Like an
that'd be
old
good.
school hippie who has like lived like 70 years, bro, and
Yeah.
trip, bro. Like I know those motherfuckers have seen like a whole multiverse for sure. And I'm trying to see what the fuck they're talking about.
Wes, you don't have any scary stories? Any haunted shit?
Nah, but I was gonna bring up this one shit I saw.
Yeah.
That this priest, he said he died and he went to hell, and
I think I know what you're talking about.
and like they were playing Rihanna's Umbrella down
Yeah,
there, like
I
on
heard about
repeat and
that.
shit.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like, wait, if this was a priest, why is he in hell? Like if he died and went to hell, why is he in hell?
That's true. Well,
Well, priests, you know, they do some shit too.
priest is like Catholicism.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of like conspiracies on the Catholicism church.
Yeah,
'Cause, like-
about it's supposedly being like a front for some sort of devil worship.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
bro, have you seen like the
Paganism.
the supposedly the sculpture of Jesus and like the what's his name? That guy in the white gown and all that. Like he's
The Pope?
the Pope.
Yeah.
Like his little like church. I don't know what it is, honestly.
Oh, the Vatican.
Yeah.
The Vatican.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's like literally a sculpture of Jesus.
Yeah.
But bro, that does not look like Jesus.
Right.
It's literally
Looks
like
evil.
it looks really evil. Like if you see a
haven't seen
picture
it.
of it, you can probably put it on like in the edit or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But like there's literally like a picture of Jesus like kind of in the cross.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, Venom.
Yes.
You know, like how it's all like black smudges, like little lines or stuff.
Yeah.
It's literally that on like his arms and everywhere behind him.
Yeah.
It literally looks like a demon's like around him. It looks like scary, bro.
Well, there's a telescope. I don't know if you saw in the JRE, but there's a telescope, I think, in Arizona, New Mexico, that it's by the Catholic Church and it's named after a devil.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like even in like Christianity, there's like pretty conspiracy theories in like other churches where they're like they're like false prophecies.
Yeah.
Like they're false, like false prophets and all that. Like I believe like Hillsong, like not the one in Australia because
What's
there's
that?
two Hillsongs. There's Hillsong Young and Free.
Yeah.
What is that?
Hillsong is like a church.
Hillsong's a church. Like they're like they make music stuff like that too.
Yeah.
And there's Hillsong Young and Free, and then there's Hillsong Worship, like something like that.
Okay.
There's a Hillsong here in Los Angeles. That's where like Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber. That's where they all go.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope and pray that that's like real, because sometimes I see them, and they look like they don't look like an average like Christian church.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say stuff that doesn't like it's false. You know, it doesn't look like it doesn't to me. It's not right.
So Hillsong is a church,
Yeah. So
like some
there's
sort of religion that's
it's,
different from Christianity.
it's Christianity. They say
Oh.
it's Christianity for sure. I believe I hope they're Christianity.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, we're Christian too.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to like start anything. But like it's like it's a little
Little
like
beef.
it's weird. It's weird.
Like what they're
Little Christian
talking
beef.
about.
Yeah, like the pastor, he's all like he's really like close to Justin Bieber.
I don't know. It's sketchy.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it the guy that they pictured him like shirt off, abs
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
shit?
he's like buff and
Yeah,
stuff.
him. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's the priest.
He's a pastor.
He's a pastor. That's what
He's a
there's some things they do. I'm just like,
Interesting.
I don't know. We don't really be doing that.
Right.
I mean, like we're not the best Christians. We cuss and stuff like
Yeah.
that. We do like scary
We're
shit.
working on it, but
Yeah, we all
but,
are.
Yeah, but actually, speaking of priests, there was
Yeah.
this one time we went to Mexico last year in August.
Oh, El Pastor, bro.
Yeah, and we did a little documentary. We haven't released it yet, but we did a documentary of asking the locals their most scary story and shit. These people seen some fucking scary shit, bro. Like,
Oh.
I got scared. I wanted to go home already.
Yeah,
Damn.
bro. We literally like I felt bad because
Yeah.
Pastor is like an old friend of my dad and my tío. So they saw him on in a corner like talking to other people,
Yeah.
and he's like an old guy, like he's really really old. I say
Okay.
like about his 80s.
Yeah,
already.
like he seen some shit.
And they're like, oh, Pastor. Oh no, they call him Padre, no? Maestro. His name's Maestro.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Maestro. If you see this, I doubt it. 'Cause bro's
I'm
old.
gonna find us in Mexico.
And Maestro, they like saw him. They're like, oh, like, ¿cómo estás? And stuff like that. They started talking to him. And they're like, they said, he started talking about like ghost stories and how like what he would like experience. And my dad and my tío told us, and they were like, "Oh, you think he can like wants to be in a documentary?" And they went to like go pick him up. Like they literally like it looked like we kidnapped him.
Yeah,
But no, we paid him and stuff like that for his time and stuff.
Yeah.
But tell him what he was.
Yeah,
telling
but
us,
one of the stories, he had a bunch of them, but this one stand out to all of them.
Yeah.
And this was really like creepy. He said that back in the day they had a little Catholic church,
Okay.
and they were learning to become pastors, and they were learning how to do like exorcism and all that, the classes and all that. And the main guy who was teaching all those classes, he was the one teaching everybody. And he said there's one time that they all went to class and he was teaching and everything, and then it was already dark, it was late. He dismissed everybody. He's like, everybody can go home now, it's late, class is over. So they all walked out. As they were walking out the church, this old lady was walking in.
Okay.
And the lady was coming like panicking. He was like, "Pastor, like I need to confess. I need to confess. Can you please help me confess?" He was like, "Listen, it's late. Come back tomorrow. We can do it." She was like, "No, I need to do it today. Like I need to do it right now."
I need to do it right now.
He was like, "Okay, then go to where we need to go, and I'll get ready."
She because the little when you confess your sins, you gotta go into this little like
little booth.
Yeah,
Booth.
the little
I know.
booth.
So he had to get ready and all
So
that.
he got ready. He set up like candles and everything.
Yeah.
So he sits down and he opens it and he's like, "All right, tell me your confession." And then she starts confessing all this stuff.
Okay.
And as she's confessing, like he's noticing all the candles are like starting to like go out little by little. And he starts feeling like bad vibes. Like he started feeling sick to his stomach. Like his headache was hurting. Like he started seeing the whole room shake. And then the lady finished confessing. She was like, thank you. I'm so glad you did this for me. I can finally rest." He was like, "What do you mean rest?" And she was like, "Well, I've been dead for 3 years already. I've been trying to find somebody to confess my sins." And as she said, like, she's been dead. He turns around to see her and she's gone. And said she's gone, this fool passes out. And then what's it called? The next morning, the people come in to check like the church and all that, do the usual things.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there. He was gone. And then all of a sudden he comes back later the night.
No, like a week later.
A week later, was it?
A week later.
Yeah, he comes back a week later. And they're like, "Where you been? Like, what's going on? Like, you've been gone for a week. You didn't tell us anything." And he was like, "Whoa, what's it called? When you guys left that night, did you guys see a lady come in?" And they're like, "No, we left. You were the only person here." And then he told everybody what happened. And that shit was creepy. And it was scary. He was like, "I'm telling you guys this for you guys can know, this is the encounter you guys are going to have if you guys become a pastor and shit like that."
You gotta get ready. Like,
Yeah, but that's creepy. Like, an old lady come in and all that shit.
He was gone for a week.
He was gone for a week.
so like
after that
he
night,
left. He had to like take a break because he was like out of
After
it, bro.
what happened.
He like was out of it. He got
Fuck.
he fell asleep and he woke up and he had to go home and he didn't want to come back. He was out of it.
He left willingly, or that fool just like woke up?
So
He woke up and then he left. He was
Oh,
like,
okay.
I gotta get out of here. Like, I gotta get some fresh air or something for a week or something.
Yeah, bro. That's what Maestro told us. So
Yeah, that's one of the.
And you
creepy stuff.
haven't released this?
No, I haven't released it because they all
Why?
speak in Spanish, and so I have to translate all that bitch. So
Subtitles.
that's hard.
and bro, he spoke. He
spoke
like
for,
did
like-
like 2 hours of just talking to us, so he had to like break that shit down. And sometimes he was like, because he's an old guy, so he would just like tell one story and then later on you'll go to the next one, then go back to the other one, or like,
So,
okay,
oh, shit, all right, well, you gotta go
All
on,
right.
man.
It's all
Do
over
what
the
you need
place?
to do.
yeah, he was all over the place. So
You guys are pretty like religious, somewhat like
Yeah.
Like people at church don't like dislike you guys or something.
No,
'cause of
no,
what you do?
they like really support us on what we do. Yeah, they're like, "Dude, I saw your video, it was so cool." I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
thanks, Matt," and stuff like that.
I
That's
doubt they
tough.
like well, I'm pretty sure that they don't like that we cuss and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Or
they're
like
not
when we
gonna
talk
tell
about
us.
scary stuff,
Yeah.
they warn us to like just be careful when you go out.
Yeah, they tell us. It's like, when you guys do stuff like, just be careful. We're like, yeah, we know. But they're very supportive, which is really cool.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy how Mexico is like super scary. Though.
Bro, Mexico be having the crazy shit
It's just
ever,
a
dude.
creepy vibe.
Yeah.
It's
I
funny
remember-
because
I remember when I was 10, bro. We were like we had barely got picked up from the airport in from Guadalajara, and we were in it. And it was like a 3-hour drive.
Mhm.
And I remember it was my aunt, my uncle, and one of my grandma's friends that had picked us up. And the whole ride there, they were just telling scary stories. And I'm 10 years old, and I'm just like in the backseat,
Cover your ears.
covering my ears. I'm like, damn. Like my uncle had told this story about like this one time, like his mom and like her sisters, they were all like in a room, and they were all sleeping, and that one of the sisters, like, she just ended up on the floor, like somebody grabbed her and just dragged her from the bed, and she ended up on the floor.
What
So
the
from like
fuck?
the top of the bed, like she ended up like at like the foot of the bed,
Bro,
like in front of that shit.
Damn. That's
Dude.
hell no.
Speaking of like Mexico, my uncle used to drive by the river and yell at like the La Llorona está. She's right here.
Uh
We were fucking teenagers. And just to fuck with us.
Hell no.
bro, they don't give a fuck, bro. They be like,
Like, what is wrong? I was terrified. I was
Crazy.
like, yo, get us out of here. Like, drive.
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't want to be here. And so at my grandma's house, right, there was like, kind of like here, there's a back house,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's where we would stay like during our vacation. And there was always this random photo of one of, I think, a sibling that we believe, you know, the story is never really told because I think it's like a sensitive subject.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, she died in there.
Oh.
We don't know
died
how,
where?
though, in that back room,
okay.
right? Like it was like a family of like 15,
Oh wow.
right? And that's where she slept, and she died in there. Unclear how. Again,
Wow.
no one wants to like
No
really
one wants
talk
to
about it.
Mhm.
But we would always feel weird about it. And then as we got older, like they told us like what happened. Like, oh, that person died in here. We're like, oh, okay.
Okay, we're not
Things are
going in there.
I was like, things are starting to add up. Cause when we used to sleep in there, I would look. So there was like a weird window, like a half window, right? And you just see someone there,
oh,
like shadows, just someone there. I'm like, yo, who the fuck? Like, is that my mom out there? I go out there, no one's there.
Wow.
Wow, that's creepy.
And I'm saying like constantly.
Yeah,
This is not even like a. It got to the point where I would see it and I'm like, nope.
you're just like, oh, there
I
she
just
is
I
again.
just turn around. I just get in bed. Like I'm not even trying.
Wow,
And this would be like at 8 in the afternoon.
Right.
And that's why I would think it's gotta be my mom. Like she's out there cooking or walking back from house.
Yeah.
Because everyone would be chilling in the front or like be at my aunt's or whatever. I'm like, okay, somebody's here.
yeah.
Nobody's there.
Nobody.
Oh,
It happens
nah,
so
bro.
often that I just couldn't. That's why I
Bro,
stopped
it
sleeping
bugs,
back.
huh?
Yeah.
It's like annoying.
It
I
did
get what you're talking
because you're
about.
just you don't know what to do at that point. Like
Uh-huh.
if I go out there and I'm not gonna see anything, that's terrifying. And
Yeah.
if I do see something, it's still terrifying.
Yeah,
Right. So that's
You
why
don't
I
want
stopped.
to see it.
Yeah.
Like,
Like that's why I stopped sleeping back there. I told them I was like, you guys can sleep there. I'm gonna sleep in the living room
yeah.
because I'm not being back there no more. Like it just feels.
You're not the only one who saw it, right? Everybody saw it.
No.
Oh, it was
Like,
just you?
no, it was always me, my brother, my sister, because literally the 5 of us would sleep there, right?
Oh, okay.
And so if me and my brother were there, or me and my sister were there, or our parents were like in the front drinking or whatever, we'd just be chilling there, getting ready to go to sleep, and we'd all see the shit. And I'd be like, yo, is like our mom here? Like
He's like, who is this lady?
Yeah.
Damn, that's creepy.
damn,
Maybe
that
there is a story behind it. You
no,
probably
there is a story behind it, but that shit was just terrifying, dog. Like,
Yeah, and
that's what
Yeah, Mexico is crazy because I never been to Mexico. So last year was the first time we've been to
Okay,
Mexico,
yeah.
and like everything my parents told me was true. Like there is no light out there on the night. Like there's no street lights here or like cars around. It's just completely darkness. And then like there's no wooden doors. Everything's metal. So you slam that bitch, that shit you can hear that shit from like 3 blocks. You're just like, what the fuck was that? It's creepy, man.
Nah,
Then you're like a little vaca. Moo.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. And we see dogs on the roof. Like, what the fuck? How did this fool get on the roof?
Yeah.
It was
That
funny,
should be
bro.
crazy.
We saw a lot of fun stuff. It was crazy.
Bro, those dogs are different.
They are,
They're
bro.
different. Never been to the vet, bro. They last 20 years, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like we be driving in the moto taxi, and then this
Yeah.
dog is about to cross, and he waits for us to cross. Then he goes. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck,
bro, they
United
smart,
States, this
bro.
motherfucker would just
Respectful,
go.
Dude, they know how to live, bro.
He follows the law, bro.
Yeah, literally.
He's like whitewashed dogs. They die for eating like a little weenie. I'm like, bro.
They're allergic to shit, bro.
Yeah.
But they don't even eat out there.
Yeah, they don't, bro.
They just see
give
him
him
around.
they give him whatever on like it's on the floor, bro. Like,
Trash.
literally.
Fucking, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, but I remember, Mexico. I remember like walking down the streets of Mexico at night to like go to the liquor store, or not liquor store, the little like convenience store. And I told George because we were talking scary stories that whole fucking night,
Yeah,
and I was like, George, look at this shit, bro. Like,
like I can
if something
see
pops
why
off,
people
bro,
see shit here.
I was like, something pops off, George, I'm fucking dipping, bro, because this shit's dangerous. Like, it's fucking scary. Like, it's not dangerous. That little pueblo is like really cool, but if something pops off, we're for sure getting scared. No, but I remember because I was with Angel, we were trying to come up with stuff to ask you guys too, and I came up with this one question. I was like, because I seen something when I first woke up.
Yeah.
Well, not first woke up. When I woke up in my house.
Okay.
But I want to ask you guys this question. Let me see how to write it down because I don't want to butcher this shit. I put, what's the most terrifying thing if you woke up in the middle of the night and you saw it? Like, what's that one thing that if you woke up and you got
What's
scared?
the worst thing you can see
Mm-hmm.
when you wake up in the middle of
Oh,
the night?
for me, it would be fucking. I'm scared of dolls.
Dogs?
Oh, doll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, that's.
I thought you
a
said
one.
dogs. I was like, damn.
No, that would be creepy.
I'm
like,
terrified. Yeah, because Chucky scarred me, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, when it came
Yeah.
out, yeah, that shit scarred
What about
me.
Megan?
I never seen that.
We
gotta
heard about
watch
it. Though. We
it.
heard it was a good watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it ain't
cool.
that scary, though.
My neighbor right here across the
Well, I
street,
heard it was a comedy.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
she used to have like she used to collect dolls.
Oh,
And like sometimes like I would have to go inside to use the restroom, bro, and I would just like fuck that shit would
cover your
creep
eyes,
me
bro.
the
right through them, huh?
You would look at them, bro, and they would be staring back, bro, and I would be terrified, bro.
Bro,
Terrified.
Mom had, because over there in the old house we're talking about,
Yeah.
my mom had a fucking bench in front of her bed full of dolls.
All of
Literally
them.
fucking dolls.
And we
all
asked her,
type
like,
of
why do you
dolls.
have so much dolls? She was like, oh, pues cuando yo era niña no tenía dolls. I was like, bruh, but don't mean you need them now. Like, you live
Especially
without
not
them.
that house.
Yeah, you
Because
live
like if
without
you
them.
like see like through their door, it's like they're right there. So if you want to use the restroom or walk the halls, you're gonna see them. So that's fucking that. I had to like get used to that shit. So
You got chills. Like,
Yeah.
bruh.
I hate dolls,
what
bro.
about you, Wesley?
I'd probably say like a big ass spider or some shit.
A spider?
Yeah, like
Ooh.
some what Harry Potter is it like the second one or some shit?
Oh,
Where they go to like the
Secret
forest.
Secrets?
Yeah, and they have the
Oh.
big ass spiders like in the fucking
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Like have you seen The Mist?
Yeah,
Like those like
yeah, like
fucking
shit like that. Yeah.
ugly big ass ones. They look like dogs. Like they're
Yeah.
the size of dogs. I think those are more scarier than a big one. Cause those motherfuckers.
Their
can-
webs made out of acid.
They're
Shit
probably a little
don't-
faster.
Yeah, they're probably
Burn
a
your
little
skin.
faster.
I remember like in elementary, one of my teachers was like, just imagine if like spiders were the size of cats. Like,
Nah,
what?
bro.
Well, I
Like,
heard
what'd you
back
do?
in the day, like Jurassic times, like
They
like
were
when there were
big.
dinosaurs.
The
I heard there's
stony?
like yeah, like a long time ago. I heard there was like bigger insects.
Yeah.
like
Like
just
centipedes
huge.
were fucking huge.
Yeah, just
bro.
humongous. Spider, everything was just huge.
Nah, bro. Thank God they like.
Thank
God
they
they
died.
died.
Thank
They
God for
went
global
extinct.
warming.
They got nerfed. They got
Shit,
nerfed for
Space
sure.
did us a favor.
Yeah. Shit. For me, I think it'd be anything that looks like The Grudge.
The
Bro.
Grudge, oh,
I was about to say that shit,
I
bro.
don't fuck with that.
Because
That's
those
terrifying to
eyes,
me.
bro. Those eyes.
Dolls
just-
are a close second because I hate dolls too, especially like the ones that are like little kids dolls.
yeah.
That's just terrifying. But if I see anything that looks remotely like The Grudge, bro, I just pass out.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably be like some like type of old lady in my room. That shit would
okay.
scare me. I remember one time, shout out to Sal Gomez. He
Okay.
told us a story that he had a dog and he sleep with him all the time.
Okay.
And one time he'd be asleep and his dog like to come up and sniff him, lick
Okay.
him, and he'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And one time he said he went to bed and he felt like someone was breathing on him. And he was like, oh, it's my dog, you know? And he
Yeah.
turns around to grab his dog.
Yeah.
And he wasn't grabbing anything.
Oh.
And he wakes up and the dog's not even in his room.
Oh.
So he's like, what the fuck was breathing down my face?
Yeah.
And I have a dog and she sleeps with me. So I'm always like, if you breathing on my face, it better be you when I turn
better
around.
be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, it's to be something like that. That would
Yeah.
be creepy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of the Grudge thing too, because
Okay.
I saw this video like 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
At night,
Of course.
at night, bro.
And this shit was creepy.
Always at night.
It wasn't like it wasn't meant to. It's not real. Like
Yeah.
it's like a fucking like a made up
Edit.
like an edit video. I found
Okay.
it.
Like a creepy pasta.
Yeah, look at this shit. And she was like, let me just show you this shit because this shit was scary.
If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide.
Oh hell! Oh, that's
This
scary.
is shit.
Shit like
I got
that.
chills.
Oh, hell no.
Send me that.
Send you that
Download it.
shit.
Send it. I'm gonna put that.
'Cause
Oh hell no!
I was watching that, bro. I watched that at night. I had to watch cartoons after that.
Shit, like, I gotta play some happy music or
Do
something.
you do that after you watch scary shit at night?
Yeah, I watched cartoons.
Yeah?
Like I literally had to stay up with Angel when he edits scary shit because we were like
Yeah.
Too
Editing
scary?
scary shit.
At
Like
night.
it's.
Yeah.
3
Yeah, I get
a.m. we're watching cartoons and he's editing because I'm like, fuck that,
I get
bro.
bad vibes. Back in the day, I used to just edit on my own late at night.
Yeah.
And I feel pretty weird. Like I feel like someone's like watching me or something. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
So you told me to
behind.
start staying up with
Yeah,
him.
I was like, you guys gotta stay with me.
Yeah,
Stay up
'cause-
with me when I edit this shit.
Oh,
Cause
that's
it's
just
creepy.
so dark, and you feel heavy.
Yeah.
You gotta line it up.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
something
fuck.
else.
and he does like gifs and shit, all that. So he sees
So I
some
add
shit.
like images and videos and all that.
Yeah.
And then rewatching the video, so I'm like, fuck, this shit actually
it
pretty
scaring you?
creepy. Yeah, it's scaring me. I'm like, fuck.
No,
Bro,
but-
isn't it scarier to sleep with the door open rather than it being closed?
Dude, I feel like
Yeah,
you have to
open.
have that door closed and locked.
Yeah.
Literally, bro. You gotta have that. And then the windows, curtains, you gotta close those bitches.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
always, you know how you put that lock on the window?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have that. Lock it.
Lock that
Immediately.
shit up, you know.
Yeah.
Put a curtain over it. If you have
Yeah.
another one, you know, put 2 curtains down just to be safe.
Yeah.
My,
He
my
said
biggest
board
fear
that
for
shit
sure,
up.
like at night, is probably like seeing that shit, like an eyes going like that in my closet. Now I have that fear. Thanks to that fucking TikToker. I have that fear.
There's
now.
actually a movie like that
yeah.
that came out recently where like they would see themselves.
Oh,
and
it's called Us, huh?
No, well, there's that one too. But
Oh,
there's a
okay.
different one where like they see someone and then like ends up being themselves and they smile. And that's how you have like 5 days to live after that. It came out recently.
fuck.
I wish I could remember off the top of my head.
It's called Smile.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
there you
called
go.
Smile.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
yeah,
watch
I
it?
seen it. Yeah.
No, I never. I didn't look good to me.
Yeah.
so didn't
I know
watch
what you mean. Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
it.
it looked interesting, and I just never ended up
Oh,
watching
the
it.
ending is pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but
But have
it's
you guys
like,
ever had like that fear where you
You can
put
swallow
your
it.
you put your feet outside your like side of your bed?
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
you
oh,
can't,
well,
you can't have
no,
uncovered.
nope.
Yeah,
No,
you
sir.
gotta be on there.
I make
Oh,
sure
I
to-
like sleeping with my feet off, hanging off my bed though.
Yeah,
you're a
I gotta
rebel.
have like 3 blankets on me. You know,
I'm gonna send you some videos.
I wrap up like a burrito.
It's gonna be the last time, bro.
What about so? Because shout out to Bochis, our homie. Like he lives around here, right?
Mhm.
And
down the street.
literally
For
down the
sure.
street. You got another down the street.
yeah,
Okay, so
down the street too.
he he got up like at midnight, or he was up at midnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone comes to knock on the door, and he looks out, and it's like some lady
Oh,
opens the door. Again, why are you opening doors at midnight?
Oh, hell
Couldn't
no.
even tell you why,
Totally.
but
Never.
he's opening the door at midnight. Didn't let his brother go open it, and he answers it, and she's like, "Oh, is my husband here?"
Ooh.
oh,
Fuck.
And he's like,
no.
He just goes, "No," and she's just like, "Okay," and he just closes the door. 10 seconds later, goes to like the window off to the side to peek, and she's just gone.
Oh,
And she was holding up like a plant.
oh my
what the
gosh.
fuck? See that to me, I question stuff like that.
Why
like,
the fuck you open the door? though?
Yeah,
That's what I said.
Yeah, like I
But
question stuff like
He
that.
was
like,
telling me like I think a day after this shit happened.
Dude, what
And
the
then-
fuck?
Should we tell him what happened to us at the van? With
Oh,
your
yeah,
mom's
yeah,
van.
yeah.
Tell him.
Yeah. Oh, we're picking him up one time. Like we were
Right
going
here.
to like the mall or some shit. It was like nighttime.
Oh,
Like around this
okay.
time.
I think where I think where this is going. But go ahead, go ahead. I
Keep
think
going, keep going,
I'm
keep
guessing. Go ahead.
I don't know where you're going. But I was driving my mom's van, like a little soccer mom van. And
Yeah.
shit.
Uh-huh.
This is during high school, and then it was me, this one, his brother, and we were just waiting and shit. And then like this, I see on the right side mirror, the passenger side mirror, like this lady, like in a puffer, like with the hood over, like walking, or I don't know if it was a lady, somebody. And then like they're getting like closer and closer, like to like our side. And I was like, bro, look at this person behind us, like they're getting close on. He's like, yeah. And then like they literally like about to like open our door. And then like I had the car on because I was just waiting because you know, he's like we're
Yeah.
outside and shit. I didn't
Oh,
park
so you
the-
guys were outside his house?
Yeah.
but in the car.
Okay.
And then I was like, fuck it, I'm taking off. And I just like accelerated and then busted a U-turn and then the person was gone. Like
Oh.
It was probably her for sure.
I was
She's about to-
assuming,
she's about to open your
you
door.
picked them up, and as you guys were leaving,
Nah,
like you guys
nah,
saw
nah.
her like in the corner or something.
nah, I just took off because like she was literally about to open like the door.
You should open the door. She's probably gonna ask you
I
where's
know,
her
no,
husband
she
at.
was gonna open because this was brothers in the back. She was gonna open his door.
Yeah.
And it was like it was like the sliding door. It was like the one that
Yeah.
slide like
shit, bro. She's about to
Tight
expose
shit.
all y'all. That's funny.
Yeah, that shit was
Hell
terrifying.
no,
I was just
bro.
like, go. And then it was right here at San Bernardino High School. Like
yeah,
legit.
he lives right in
dude.
front of San Bernardino High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Bernardino High School is for sure.
I've heard some
haunted,
crazy shit. I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but someone self-deleted there.
man. They what?
Self-deleted.
Oh, unlived?
Yeah, unalive.
Okay.
And,
Okay, I was
uh,
confused
I
for
didn't
that
understand what he said. either.
I was thinking like deleted Instagram or something. I was like, yo,
self-deleted, unalive, same shit.
Can't say that on.
That's
on
how
your
you
dad's
say
like,
that?
I get you.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
I never heard
Yeah.
that phrase, self-deleted. I'm
Yeah.
about,
Maybe I
I'm
just
about to
made it.
start saying
Shit.
that now.
Yeah.
I'm about to start
That's a
saying
new one.
that.
That's a new one now.
But supposedly someone self-deleted, unalived themselves at the, I think it's the theater or something that's
Wasn't
like
it-
two
It
stories.
was the
I heard the
auditorium.
janitor. I heard it was the
really?
janitor.
I think, yeah. And supposedly, like now it's just haunted by that person.
Wow.
Wow.
And I've heard a few of them. I wish I could think of them.
I know
Yeah,
there's.
our homie that went there, he said that he's been like he used to play football there, and sometimes they'd be like getting out of practice late and shit, and they would like hear shit like when they would walk by there to like go to their cars and shit.
Dude, that's crazy. I know there's another story. We talked about this in like our first scary shit where
Okay.
fucking prom night for San Bernardino High School. They had it near Loma Linda, like the Loma Linda Hospital and the cemetery. And when they were walking across that little street, I forgot what corner is it. I think it's Sierra and Highland.
Okay.
And a girl got ran over there, and she lost her life. And right there in that corner where the cemetery is at, she on prom night, she stands there waiting for a ride in her dress.
Yeah.
And hopefully we try to find it. Well, I don't know when prom night's is, so it's close. It's coming up. Prom night's coming up.
It's like April, May.
Yeah, around
May.
area. So we gotta drive around every day to see.
We could go. I'm down for that.
Oh, May we gotta be like, yeah,
We gotta stake out.
pretty girl in the dress.
So I told this story in an early episode with them where there's a video out there on YouTube that seems pretty legit where it's 3 people in a car and they're driving somewhere, right? And they see a hitchhiker and they're just like, oh, we should pick her up. They pick her up and they're asking her how are you? Are you okay? Where are you going? She goes, oh, can you just drive up there? And they just keep asking her how are you doing? And then, but they're filming her.
Okay.
The guy in the back's filming her. And they just keep telling him, stop filming her. She's feeling uncomfortable. He doesn't listen, continues to film her. They're asking where do we stop? And she's just right up there. And then she just goes, oh yeah, that's actually where I died 3 years ago, or died whatever year ago.
Ooh.
They all, the camera's on her because he's still secretly filming. And she just the classic, car flips, whatever, they crash. Authorities come to the scene. 2 of them died. 1 is still alive. And no girl.
Whoa.
No
That's
girl.
crazy.
Should never filmed her.
Should never
crazy.
Picked her up.
They should never picked her up,
Yo,
honestly.
that's the only reason that kind of makes me a little maybe is it fake? Because why are you picking up hitchhikers?
Yeah.
And
you don't
who
do
does that
Yeah,
anymore?
ever.
Bro, only in the
But-
70s. Come on, man.
And they were speaking some other little Russian,
Oh, okay.
some Slovakian shit out there.
Probably they do that over there, maybe.
That's right.
Probably, but not over here.
Heck, you had some
Not in
Mexico
70,
stories?
no.
Nah, not
Scary
exactly.
stories?
I was just gonna ask you guys, what's the place that you guys would never visit?
Angel.
Amityville House.
Amityville House?
The Amityville House. You know that one?
It's an
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
house?
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was just a movie.
No, it's an actual house.
No, it was the DeFeo. That was his last name.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I would never go there ever.
Why?
Because that shit's demonic as fuck. Probably the most demonic place you can be. I
Okay.
would not want to go. Or
Yeah.
the Warrens family. You know the little
Yeah.
the little museum.
Well,
I would
yeah.
never go in there.
They both died, so they said low key those spirits all came out, they escaped.
Fuck
Really?
that, bro. Hell no.
That's what I saw. Cause I think she died. Well, I know he died a few years. One of their movies came out, and then she died
Yeah.
kind of towards when another one came out. And then they said someone said, I don't know if it's true, but them being alive was kind of they were keeping the evil spirits trapped.
Yeah.
And then once they die, the spirits were gonna be released.
Wow, containing
bro.
the spirits.
Yeah, it was some fucking.
So they're gatekeeping.
There's a movie like that. There's a fucking movie like that.
Gatekeeping all them ghosts.
The ultimate gatekeep.
Yeah.
I guess
Gatekeep
you
for
gonna
good?
gatekeep them.
But a place like that, I would never want to visit.
Yeah,
Like,
that one's crazy.
What about, have you seen Zach Bagans' museum?
Nah, I don't even know what that is.
He's a ghost hunter, same thing. And he's pretty, I'm surprised you guys haven't, well, he's on TV.
Okay.
So maybe that's why, not a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's not legit.
Nah, he's legit. I mean, so he has a museum. He has a museum. And he has a haunted chair. And then Sam and Kobe went. And I guess they had sat down. And then one of them, or both of them said that when they sat down, they just felt like the legs didn't work.
Whoa.
Just went
Oh, that's
paralyzed.
creepy.
So
Wow.
So you say you wouldn't go to that, right?
I wouldn't
I
go.
would want to go to that.
I wouldn't. Nah,
Because I kind of want to feel that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That one factory, Angel. That one factory where that big ass Samoan got dropped.
Oh yeah,
Is
there
it-
was a YouTuber. He went to this haunted factory and
Yeah.
shit. And I
This
guess
shit, bro. I swear, bro. When I saw this, I know it's fucking real.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
bro,
'cause-
he went by himself.
he went by himself, right?
Yeah.
He set up his own cameras and everything by himself.
Yeah.
No crew, just him. And you could see in the
Yeah.
video, this white shadow goes inside his body, and then he starts feeling weird and he vomits. And as he's throwing up, that shadow just goes up in the air and leaves. And all of a sudden, he sits down to take a break. And this fool's big. You know, Samoan people, they're 16 years old.
He's
but
a
they're
bulky man, bro.
30 years old,
Yeah.
body.
Mhm.
So all of a sudden, this ghost just fucking yanks him out of the chair and he goes flying and knocks him out.
He was unconscious for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus
So we're like,
Christ.
fuck, that place is haunted.
It's a factory?
It's a factory.
It's
yeah.
like an abandoned factory. I don't know where, bro, but like once I saw that, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're never going there for sure.
One place I think I wouldn't go to is an asylum.
An asylum. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of those videos, and asylums to me just seem like if there's any place I would carry a really dark feeling, it's gotta
that
be there.
place.
Yeah.
It's gotta be there.
Or anywhere that like woods where they do like witchcraft and shit like that.
Bro, that's
I
pretty,
feel like they fuck with the woods.
Have you seen the Goatman's Bridge?
Yeah.
I want to go there,
I'll be down to go there.
I'll be
and that's in the
down to go
woods.
there. Yeah,
That's in the woods. That's a
Yeah,
little
I don't know.
scary.
That's pretty creepy though.
Where would you not go?
That factory.
Yeah?
That
Where's that
factory.
at?
I don't know.
I
Do
don't,
you know?
I don't know yet, but I just know it ain't around the IE. That's why I'm hope you
Hopefully
know.
we're not
That's
going.
where you're not flying.
We're
That's
never
where we're not
going
going. What about you guys? Where would you not go?
The Island of Dolls in Mexico City.
Oh yeah, that's his nightmare right there.
That's
Huh?
my nightmare.
Dolls. I forgot.
Imagine I wake up there. That was-
BuzzFeed Unsolved went there.
Yeah.
That's
Rey-
a good video.
Rey Mysterio went there.
Rey Mysterio that had a
over
match
there.
there. That was crazy. he was
You
fighting.
know what? I remember that shit now.
Yeah, he
It
was
was
fighting
Raka
these
Raka.
YouTubers there. I was like, these fools are mad disrespectful. I would have like hands to myself the whole
Yeah.
time.
Well,
you
fucking
know?
Rey Mysterio killed somebody, bro.
I know he
Yeah.
did. That was crazy.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it was
killed
on
someone on
accident.
accident.
It's because
He
it wasn't the
619
619
went
though.
and he hit him in the head, bro, and like I
It,
think he got a
it wasn't the
terrorism.
619 that killed him. It was the
Rope. You know how he goes down on the second rope?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of like
how he sets up
Whiplash.
the move.
Yeah.
So like he kicked him, like he drop kicked him from the back, and they already like made his neck go like backwards or back. And then when he hit the rope, it went forward and then again in the back. So he got whiplash pretty bad.
But then again, the wrestler already had like neck problems. They were already
gotcha.
telling him you can't. You know how Edge has that neck
Pero
shit?
Ohio.
They were
Steve
telling him
Austin
like,
has that too.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were
I
like
think
you
Sting
can't be
does
having
too,
that
some
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
So he like one bad move, he was gonna die. So
Fuck.
Yeah, so they
That
told
was
him like
pretty
you
bad.
can't be wrestling with that neck. He didn't give a
Yeah.
fuck, and look what happened to him.
R.I.P. bro.
All right,
Yeah.
but we always talk about our dead wrestlers, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
Man.
Last episode too.
Royal Rumble's tomorrow,
He said we're almost tomorrow.
so we gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Where wouldn't you go?
Anywhere.
I'm trying to think.
Down the street.
Somewhere
you,
like
you didn't want to go to the tunnel, huh?
Yeah, fuck. Well, I was working. This fool
Yeah.
told us like I was at lunch. I was like, bro, I get off like at 8. I'm not gonna make it.
So
Yeah, probably like. Where's like a fucking. Bro, I don't know how to places like that.
yeah.
But like,
The
I
Queen
feel like you
Mary?
wouldn't
Would you
want
go
to.
to
yeah,
the
I wouldn't
Queen
go
Mary?
anyways, bro. I
Anywhere.
don't fuck with that shit. No, hell no.
Yeah.
Any wood type shit, yeah. Any woods, I would never go. That's where
Woods,
like.
Woods is fucking.
What scares me
pretty
more
scary.
about the woods is like real people doing real like demonic shit.
Yeah.
Not
Well, yeah,
necessarily.
that's-
Yeah, not necessarily like the ghosts, but like people in like hoods
Mm-hmm.
doing weird seances and shit. That's
It's
what
like
was scaring
that.
me.
You never heard of the Roanoke colony, or it was like a colony in Roanoke.
Yeah, Roanoke. Yeah.
It was
What's
like a
that?
ancient fucking time. I don't know, bro. Like,
Mhm.
and there was this colony there, and then one day they all just disappeared.
Oh
What the
yeah, I
fuck?
seen that.
They all disappeared, and no one knows what happens. And then there was like the suspicions, like they were doing like
There's, like,
witchcraft type
no
shit.
traces or anything.
Yeah,
of that.
there's literally no tents. Like their camp was completely gone. It was like, and
And
then
like
like,
they just like vanished, bro.
I don't know if you guys watch like American Horror Story.
No.
No, I haven't
Yeah,
watched that. That
It's-
shit's
it's-
creepy.
No, it's
That
really
shit's
good. Yeah,
weird.
you should watch it. I love that show. I haven't seen but they do a season on that.
Mm.
Where they
Really?
like, yeah, they do a season on that,
Okay.
but they make it like it's like acted out. So they have this cast acting out that they went, and then they don't experience nothing. Or no, it's like what's that show called? Like a paranormal. It's called like Paranormal Fire or some shit where they like I'm interviewing you and you're telling me the ghost stories and then like someone's reenacting it.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So
I know
they
what
do
you
that, and then they get the actors and then the actual people who experienced it to go to the actual house together,
Yeah.
and then like crazy shit starts happening. But yeah, shit like that. I'll look it up. I'll read about it. I won't go. I'll fucking
I won't go.
I'll watch
Fuck all
it.
that.
I'll watch an episode, but I ain't gonna go there.
yeah. I'll watch any scary shit. I will not go to like
There's
that
a
shit.
so because you brought up the devil or like weird seances and worship and shit.
Yeah.
There's a jail where I think 10% of the inmates were all into like devil worship
Whoa.
and like doing in the cells you can see like 666 and doing some weird shit. And then in a lot of those houses, it might be Amityville too. I'm not sure,
Mhm.
but there's always a basement
Mhm.
or like a weird room. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they always make a pentagram
in the
like,
basement.
in the basement, like on the concrete,
Yeah.
and it's just there like forever.
Fuck.
Like that's That's to me what like I think carries some of that like dark
Yeah.
energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you guys ever like say you guys are older now
Yeah.
and you guys are about to buy a house?
Yeah.
But the realtor is like, this house is haunted. Will you guys still buy it?
No,
No,
I'm not buying
no,
it.
No,
Fuck
no. But it's a good house. He's like, it's a
Nah.
good price.
I don't give a fuck.
It's affordable. It's in your
I'll
That's
stay
budget.
at my mom's house.
That's one thing I never understood about ghost movies is that they stay in the house, and even though it's haunted, they're like, I guess we'll just stay here.
Shit.
I would get the fuck out of there.
I would not.
I would
want to
sell
Well,
the
on
house
the
immediately.
no.
on the
Let's just give it a chance, honey.
Yeah, it's always that.
Shit,
It's
I
like,
would not.
always that.
Hell
I ain't
no.
gonna get his ghost a chance.
Which one is
What the
it?
fuck?
Maybe
I
we
forgot
could
what
be
movie it
friends
is,
with
but
him.
like it's like they can't even get out the house. Like the ghost won't let them.
I see movies where they made an excuse or like we can't afford to move. I'm like,
I've seen that. Yeah.
we'll go what's it called, homeless or something.
No, this one was like the ghost had attached itself to the wife, I think, and then they tried like getting her out, and it was like burning her skin as she was like trying to get out through the door.
Whoa.
So they were like-
wasn't it Hereditary?
It wasn't Hereditary.
Nah,
no.
not
No,
Hereditary.
Because
No.
Hereditary, like,
Hereditary
her
is
own
about
husband.
cults.
I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
But yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I don't know. Hereditary is a
A
That
really
one's
one.
creepy.
It's like a really scary one.
creepy one.
That's what sometimes what cults do.
Yeah.
They be
That's an
crazy.
actual cult. Like that talks about cults and stuff like that. That's why we
Yeah.
don't fuck with that. Fuck
Yeah,
all that, bro.
for sure. No.
No, but I remember this one story going back to the woods.
Yeah.
I remember this cop was telling this one story because when you brought up like, oh, there's like people doing cult and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember he said that he got like he was doing like watch. So it was like this fucking type of town where like it's like just one road of just like forest like around you.
Okay.
And he saw a guy in a fucking like mask and a hood run across the street, and he stopped to go check him out. And then he was like, "Oh, like where are you at?" Like, you know, because he's a cop, he gotta do his job. And he went to go like find him, try to see where the fuck he went. And when he saw him, he was wearing like this like white mask, and he had a hood on. And the guy was just standing there, just looking at him. And the cop was like, "Oh, you gotta like back up, like," because he was getting close to him. He's like, "Back up, like or else I'm gonna shoot you." And the guy was just still standing there, just like quiet, like really quiet. And out of nowhere, he hears rustling around him, and then like a shitload of like, bro, he said like probably hundreds of them. He's wearing the same mask and the same hood, walk out from like bushes and trees and stuff like that. And bro, he said he started sweating, bro. Like he thought he was like his life was over. And then the guy though that he followed, he said leave right now. And they gave him a chance, bro. And he said he never fucking thought twice to leave, and he left, bro. I was like, bro, that is
That's
All wearing the
crazy.
same mask.
Yeah, all wearing the same mask,
mask.
same hood and everything.
I would have been like, I'm gonna be a hero today. I'm killing everybody.
Nah, bro.
Nah, dude,
I would have been like, I'm going
No
on.
questions here. I'm gonna just get the fuck
I
out.
wouldn't even
Yeah,
let him
bro.
finish the sentence. I'll be gone.
Yeah.
Shit.
Where do you guys draw the line? Because there's like Dracula and shit. There's werewolves. Do you guys?
I draw the line when it comes to like possession,
Yeah.
like demon possessions and stuff.
Okay.
That's where I draw the line. I'm like, okay,
Like
yeah,
draw
no.
by draw the line, we
I
think we're like over.
believe.
You don't believe it.
And belief.
Okay.
Oh, and believe.
Yeah, and
Oh,
belief,
I
like-
think meant like what I wouldn't do. Like,
We can get there. We could talk about that. But yeah, where do you guys draw the line on belief? Like Dracula, werewolves, monsters,
Probably, I just believe that they're all demons for sure.
demons.
Because they're all if there are true, then it's just like a form of a demon.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's not like just like a vampire is a vampire.
Yeah.
Or like a werewolf is a werewolf. Pretty sure they're all like forms of
Gotcha.
forms of demons
Yeah.
for sure.
Like a Dracula's possessed.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. Yeah.
well, I don't know,
sure.
because for me, I don't think I draw a line on anything, because it's crazy because there's always evidence of everything. You know,
Yeah.
there's always some type of evidence. You know. On
Bigfoot?
everything. Bigfoot, there's evidence of that.
Okay.
You know, like even though you might be like, oh, no, it's fake or something.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's legit evidence. Just like, what the fuck?
Well, in Mexico, we used to go to like this house out in the middle of nowhere for like parties. And the kids, I would go like to the back of the house, and there would be a random sewer. And they would always tell us that there was an ogre there.
Oh,
And they would show me like a picture of what a supposedly an ogre was. And again, I don't know if that's real, but everyone seemed to believe it.
How did the ogre look?
Like Shrek.
Literally like Shrek?
Like Shrek.
Green?
Pretty like a faded green. Like a shade of green essentially. But
That's
just some
creepy.
like ugly ass monster. And
Damn.
when I was a kid, I was like, oh fuck. But now
No,
I was
probably
like,
not. I wouldn't believe that.
yes, that's where
if
I kind of
anything.
like, nah, I don't think so.
I mean, I don't believe like Bigfoot, probably not real. Like Loch Ness Monster, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
What would you guys do if you guys felt you were possessed?
Fuck, I don't even want to think about
Going
that.
to
That's
church.
scary, bro.
Going to church, get some
'Cause
prayer.
I don't know if you guys seen the movie Pray for the Devil, but
No.
like that movie's creepy. Like there was a little girl who got possessed, and she don't even remember being possessed. She was possessed for like a cool 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, in those 2 weeks, you don't even know where you are or who you are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
nah.
that scares me a lot. I pray that doesn't never happen. to
Would you
none of
guys
us.
go watch an exorcism?
Fuck no, because that shit can get attached to you.
Jump from one person.
Yeah,
to
it
the
can
other.
jump. So
If
I
you're
would
not
never-
ready, bro, it's gonna get to you.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ready to watch that.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Hell
bro.
no. If you guys ever see an exorcism, just be like, all right, I'm out.
Even manifestation is like not a form of possession, but manifestation is a form where like releasing the demon, and they pray over the person who's like manifesting. Even in those situations, like at church, they have to like take the person either to another room or move everybody out.
Yeah.
Cause like that's what happened. That's what happened to our mom.
Yeah.
They had to take everyone out because it was like a 2-story church, like a regular building. It wasn't like a big like building. It was like
Yeah.
a regular building, like in a convenience store, not a convenience store, like a shopping center.
Yeah.
And they moved everybody up to the top floor because she was going crazy. Like they were saying that she was she was like stronger than because our pastor, he's pretty strong, and then there was other brothers out there and they're like pretty strong too. And they were saying that they're like she was literally like pushing them, like launching them out.
Damn.
Like she was like stronger than them.
Like out of a movie. And
There was like
shit.
4 of them like trying to get her, and they couldn't like catch her, and they couldn't like grab her. They said supposedly she walked out. She ran outside, and like they tried to catch her, and they did, luckily. And yeah, so I say
Wait, but
like,
your mom was possessed?
manifesting,
Mhm.
manifesting. So like
Oh.
they're like trying to take that out of her.
Oh, okay. okay
So
okay.
and they did, and when she like woke up and she didn't remember anything. All she remembered was like the pastor put his hand over her head, and she like blacked out, and then she woke up on the floor, and she saw all like the pastors and like the brothers like praying over her. And when she woke up, she got scared, and she went to my dad, who was like sitting in the corner, and she like started like walking towards him, trying to like grab him, and he got scared, like he backed up, because he was like, oh, like she was going crazy right now, I don't know what to do. So
Damn.
and she
That's
was like,
wild.
and she started talking to him, was like, Papi, ya nos vamos, right? Like, ya nos vamos. And he was like, oh, yeah. And they left. So like,
Damn, that's
that's
wild.
what happened.
Weird night for my dad. It was a weird night.
So
But
that's
yeah.
what happened to her.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
just-
crazy.
It's just San Bernardino.
Yeah, it's just San Bernardino.
Just
Little
San
Caesars, they're getting their load right now.
Yeah.
For their dough and eggs and shit.
Hell yeah. She.
Shit. Do you guys believe in when it hits 3 o'clock, it's like
The devil's
witching hour?
I don't know about that.
Nah, cause
Maybe.
So my sister used to say that there was like a 2-week span, not even 2 weeks. It might have been longer than that, where every night at 3 a.m. she would wake up, and the
Whoa.
first thing that she would think
Maybe.
of was my grandma.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Every single like night, and she started to say like, "What like?" Like, do you wake up at 3 a.m.?
yeah.
I'm like, no, I do not.
I wake up.
Thank God.
I wake up the next morning. That's when I wake up.
I woke up at regular times, and I could just tell, I could see it on her face that she was just like getting really scared because she didn't understand why she kept. Because
It
obviously
was- yeah.
she knew the witching hour thing too, right? So
I would have questioned myself too. I'm like, why the fuck am I waking up?
yeah,
like
she
this?
was like freaked out, and I just felt bad because I was like, damn, I don't even know what to say because, I mean, I'm not gonna just say everything's okay because this is happening every single night.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m. She said 3 a.m. on the dot.
I heard the reason they it's 3 a.m. I forgot who told me this.
Wasn't there a specific time in like paranormal activity?
I think it's
was
3 a.m.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
witching
Yeah.
hour. But I heard somebody told me this. I don't think it's true, but somebody said that at 3 a.m. that's when like supposed to be Jesus died. That's when Jesus died, and like that's where all the demons like celebrated his death because he died, and they're
Yeah.
like, hey, yeah, he's dead. Let's go. Let's let out loose.
Yeah.
And then that's what somebody told me. I don't believe that though. But imagine that's a pretty good theory, Loki.
Yeah. I've never heard that theory.
Yeah, I never heard
somebody
that
told me
theory,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I swear somebody told me that.
Then we'll have to fact check that one.
You got to
I had to fact check
literally.
that. Somebody in the comments fact check me, please. If that's real or not. Go to the Bible. I don't know. Go somewhere.
That's
Go to Israel. Go find it. Nah.
Dang,
You guys got any more scary stories?
not scary.
Any
Stories.
scary shit? Anything that's happening?
I low-key had one more.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give it
but
to me.
it was going back to like because it was what was the question I asked you? What would scare you if you saw this at night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you guys this one, but I saw something at night
Okay.
when I was barely in our new house. And when we started like living in this new house, and my pastor hasn't like prayed over it yet, and I slept on the bottom bunk. Now I sleep on top bunk, but I slept on the bottom bunk before. And so this is how we had our room positioned. So it was a square room, like that, and the window was over here, and our beds were over here. And by the window, there's a charging port.
Like an outlet.
And that's where Angel will always sit down and on the floor and just always check on his phone. So there's one particular night I was sleeping, and I don't know what time it was when I woke up, but I woke up, and when I woke up, I saw somebody sitting down on that position how Angel sits.
Crisscross
Crisscross.
applesauce with my back turned against, the bed.
No, it wasn't back turned. It was just like this. It was like crisscross facing
you.
that way. So between the beds, between the outlet and the bed, and it was facing that way. And I look at it, and I didn't say anything. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I thought it was Angel.
Dang.
But the thing that made me realize it wasn't Angel is the phone was off and to the side.
Oh.
And what I saw was like long hair coming down and covering its eyes. And bro, it was like black, like a shadow black. So I don't know what the fuck it was, but I assumed it was like a ghost. And it was like sitting down. And when I saw this, bro, I swear it was the most terrifying thing I ever felt. Like literally the most terrifying thing I ever seen too. Cause when I saw it, I literally like got so hot. Like, like if like when you get nervous or something like that, like you get hot and sweaty.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah. And it was a summer night too.
Okay.
So, I was fucking scared because once I saw that, I put the covers over myself, and I was already hot. And when like I saw that, and I turned around and I just went back to sleep. But like I took like a long time because I was like, dude, if this, and I told Angel, I was like, this happened to me at night. I told my mom this too, and they were like, why the fuck did you yell, or why the fuck you didn't yell or say anything? And I was like, bro, I don't want it like to look at me.
Now you feel like you can't.
Yeah.
When shit like that happens, you feel like, okay, the best thing to do is just shell up. And just be quiet.
I literally shelled up.
Yeah, like I'm
that's
not
exactly
here.
what I
Like
did.
almost like this is not happening. This is not happening.
Like if I don't say anything
Yeah.
or do anything, it won't
It'll
bother
go away.
me. It'll go away. So I covered myself like really slowly, bro. Super slow. And bro, I was already fucking sweating, bro. And I put those covers over me. I sweated more. And I just turned around so slow. And I just tried to close my eyes and not think about it. And my mindset, I was like, if it wasn't Angel, I'm not gonna yell out his name or say anything, or else he's gonna be like this or look at me. And I was
it's
like,
gonna
no,
attack you.
I'm not doing anything. So that shit was the most scariest thing I ever seen.
Yeah, that's what I used to do when I was teaching my closet.
Yeah.
Just turn around. It's not there.
Yeah, literally, I was.
Turn around. It's not there. I'm not saying
That's
anything.
the best thing to do.
That's, yeah.
Literally,
See,
it's the best thing.
I don't know if
can
you
do.
guys like block out memories or shit that happens.
Yeah.
That's dark. You guys do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is to me because
Put the mic.
what happened? Oh, this is like the most vivid I could ever remember. Like me just you remember how you said you like crying, waking up crying. I remember I had to have been like 8. I was super young, and I remember same thing. I would just stare at a corner thinking I saw something, right? And I would just go from like, okay, it's not there. And I remember looking in that same direction, and it was like a full just black figure. I was like, I'm dead. I just started crying.
Yeah.
This is my death. And I just remember going face into my pillow, and that's it. Like I just kept crying. I was like, I'm dying. I'm death. This is it. I'm never gonna live. Goodbye, parents. Like this is it for me. And I just did that for hours.
Damn.
Hours and hours and hours.
That's because
Because I couldn't sleep. There's no way.
That's
I was
like a
gonna sleep.
traumatizing memory.
Yeah,
bro.
like
It's
again,
traumatizing.
that's the
a little kid believing he's gonna die. That's
that's how I
sad.
felt. I was like, this is it. Either this is real, like a real person that's gonna kill me, or like this is some sort of fucking
demon or something. Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
you know. And I was like, either way, it's not gonna go well for me. And I was like, this is it. And the whole time, all I could think of was like, hopefully my brother wakes up because he's under me.
Yeah.
Hopefully he hears me crying and he's like, gonna help me or some shit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He's
bro.
probably like, hey, bro,
same
go to
thing as you
bed.
with your brother.
I was like, oh my god, hopefully Angel wakes up or somebody fucking walks in and like shoos this shit away or something like
and
that,
see,
bro.
My door wouldn't close.
No.
It would hit on the bunk beds.
Yeah.
So it's always open. So all I was hoping was like, please someone walk by. Like my mom or someone walk by and say like, what's wrong? Never. Nothing.
And you just cry like really
I
loud.
just not loud. Just tears for hours.
You know,
And I was like,
breathing
this is it for
heavily.
me. That's the one time that I could ever remember like me legit crying. Because I don't really cry, but
Yeah.
that is the earliest I can ever remember like crying about something.
Cause that's like fear, bro.
No, it was absolutely.
That fear is like the most terrifying fear
Yeah,
ever.
that's genuine
bro.
fear.
Like,
I
it's
thought
like you're saying
death.
something that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Like it's not supposed to be. Like when I saw that, I was like, that's not supposed to be in my room.
Nah,
Like
exactly.
it's literally not supposed to
It
be.
is
in my
not
room.
like. And then I remember.
I've never seen like there's not supposed to be anybody with long hair other than my mom.
Yeah.
But it was too small to be my mom to
Yeah.
like be right there sitting on my fucking floor. Like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be there. And that's the most terrifying thing that I
Yeah.
was like. I realized it was not supposed to be there, so I was like, this is something else. Like I got scared.
And then
bro.
you double take and you're like, nah, I'm seeing this.
Yeah, like
this
it's
is real.
it was like, bro, it was
Yeah.
so real. Like it was.
Because sometimes
like,
you know you gotta
definitely
do like the quick like, oh, what the?
You gotta
like,
adjust your
that's-
eyes, you
there's
know? If you
nothing.
have
Now,
something like a
some
shadow.
it's your own self like fucking with you.
You gotta
Yeah.
adjust your eyes into like the
Yeah.
darkness. You're just
But this
like,
time I remember literally like going like, nope, I'm seeing it.
I was
Yeah.
staring at it,
Yeah.
bro. I was literally staring at this shit, bro.
And I just slowly remember just going into my pillow. Like that's it for
it's
me.
like
That's
it's over.
yeah, bro.
You never try like throwing your pillow at that shit? Nothing.
Nah,
No,
bro.
I'm telling you,
Because when,
when
you,
that
when you have
happens-
that fear, bro, you don't want to let it be
You
known
just
that
show.
you're there.
You just show. You're just
Like,
like,
you don't
this
want
is
to
not
let
happening.
it known that you're there and awake looking at it.
I'll get up and square up with that
No
motherfucker.
I would've been
No
like,
shout outs.
What's good?
get the fuck out of here.
It's like ain't nobody sleeping in my room tonight.
And you know what I would do every single night before I went to sleep? It was a sliding door for the closet. I would check both sides. I'd put my arm through the clothes
Smack
You
that
start-
to make sure. And then I would like, nope. There's a little canasta
Yeah.
down. Okay,
Just
nothing's
like-
in there.
That's what I fucking thought.
Other side, nothing. I would check up there. I don't see anything up there. Nothing could be up there. Bottom, nothing. All right, sleep time. That's how paranoid I was in
Yeah,
that.
that's what I
That's
fucking
crazy,
thought,
man.
bitch. Don't come
Damn.
through this today, man.
And I was just waiting for the day. Today's the day I hit something. And like I remember there's a few times where I hit something. I was like, but it was like some like
You hear a little slap.
it was like
You're like,
Yo, what the?
it was
know,
like
when you dab
a
up
pull or
somebody-
something. It wasn't anything actual.
That's
you know when you dab up somebody, a little like loud pop,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and you're like,
you break that?
he
He
dabs
gave
you
you
up.
like-
It's like, I'm sorry about that one night, bro. I swear.
Hell no, that should be
But
terrifying.
that's all the stories I got.
That's
That's
all
what I
for
Yeah,
got.
but going back to like his question, like where do you guys draw the line? Back to our friend that lives around here.
Yeah.
He had a story where his older brother had this story where like him and his friend were at their place. And do you guys believe in duendes?
Oh yeah, I think George said he thought he saw one time in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
possibility.
like his brother, like I don't know the story too well, but like they were like him and his friend, like they were both in his room, and I think it was at night, and they were asleep, and like our friend's brother, like he felt like he got slapped in the face,
Damn.
and he thought it was his friend, and like he said when he woke up, like he looked at his friend, and his friend was asleep, and then he looked at like his door. And he just saw like a little duende laughing at him.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I would have been mad. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That was you.
And supposedly, there's this house. Literally, if you go straight down and to the left, it's like a red house with two weird doors. Like they're just weird,
Little tiny doors?
low key.
Yeah?
You can go drive
Duende
by and see
doors?
them. And supposedly, that's the duende house.
No way.
And supposedly, that same friend or his brother, him and his homies went in there to like fuck around.
That happened like before.
Before that, the slap happened.
They went because that house was abandoned for a minute.
Oh,
So the
shit.
theory is that they went in there, fucked around, and maybe something came back with them at
Yeah.
their real house, and some shit happened.
What
and
the
he came
fuck?
back and the
The
duende
one
was
that's
mad.
like, I know he lived like right here.
Let's go get him.
Bitch.
and he slapped him up, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
Remember, where is it at? Up the hill? Where Pastor used to live in? Pastor Julio?
Oh yeah, they said like up the hill, going up like towards Cal State, like
Yeah.
up that hill. They said there's a bunch of duendes around there.
Yeah, like literally at night. Like,
They say
even
they'll see them
my,
crossing the street and shit like that.
my homie
Really?
Ivan, because we used to go up there like just to like have like parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he would say like he was too scared to go outside. Like when he was younger, they used to like because they knew each other when they were younger. He said when he was like a little kid, he was too scared to go outside because he said that there was duendes out there. Like literally duendes like roaming around like at night.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And bro, like literally when you're like outside, it's like a fucking the street lights are like so damn dimmed and yellow. It's like really like eerie to be out there. And it's up there in the hill, so you never
Yeah.
fucking know.
See, I said I kind of draw a line at monsters and shit, but duendes might be the one thing of
You
like,
might believe.
the monster family that I kind of believe. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've seen weird videos and could be fake too, but I feel like that could be legit.
Yeah, it's possibility.
I don't know what it tells me that it might be legit. No more scary stories.
I got one that was in here, but
Okay.
it
Last
was it didn't really creep me out though. Like I was home alone,
Ooh, that's already scary right there.
Nah, I never really hear shit at my house. Like I don't think my house is haunted like that. But like I was I was about to head out, and like the door to like the bathroom was open, and like you know how like in the bathroom window it's like sheer, you can't really like see through it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Man.
And I was walking like in the direction like pointing to like the bathroom window, and I see a little like a silhouette, like a shadow of like a little girl passing by.
Oh,
On that fucking
On the window, yeah, on the window, bro.
Whoa, bro.
And I remember I just stopped and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And I was like, nah, I just psyched myself out. I was like, nah, that wasn't real. That was nah, but it was like legit, like a little girl just like walking by, bro.
It was a shadow, like
Yeah, like
do you
it just-
believe like it
Wait,
was
how-
actual girl? Or you think you were just thinking of shit?
I
Like,
don't
truly.
know, bro. No, I know what I saw, bro. But like, it wasn't like that was like the one and only time like I've
it
ever
was the
like,
bathroom window.
Yeah, like the bathroom. It
Was it like on top of like where the showers are at, or like it's literally like a window?
no, it's like it's next to the shower, so it's like in my like view.
Oh
Damn,
shit,
that's creepy.
Yeah,
bro was like,
yeah.
fuck that.
Not like that, but I was just like, because like I paused. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
was that it? Like, was that
Still a bitch? Like, I would have been like,
What the fuck is in my yard, huh?
some girl trying to come in to fuck me?
You talking about a fuck? Oh god, huh?
That's
It's like that scary movie scene when that girl is getting fucked by the ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like on the wall and shit,
Yeah.
going crazy. I was like, whoa,
That's crazy.
you never
All
know,
right,
bro.
that's it. Kickback crew, thanks for being here.
Of
Yeah,
course,
Angel,
bro.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for having us,
Ephraim,
bro. It's always fun
George,
being here.
shout out to you.
Shout out to George.
Subscribe to you guys.
Please
Follow them.
You guys are on Patreon now too, right?
Yeah, we're on
Yeah.
Patreon.
Sub to Patreon. Sub to
Subscribe to our
Patreon.
Patreon, man.
Shout out wherever you guys want.
Just follow us on Kickback Crew on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and subscribe to our Patreon.
And if you want to see more of this type of fucking content, watch our scary shit episodes. You guys will love it.
Yeah. And the adventure one.
Oh, yeah,
we
we
as
had
well.
a haunted-
Oh yeah, we went to a
haunted
We didn't even
haunted
touch on
tunnel.
that, but we went to a little the tunnel and that shit was fun.
Yeah, you watch it and you tell us how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Wes, Heck, episode Campfire. Peace.
Peace out.